Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fan Behavior. I am Zoe. I'm here with Hannah.
Hello.
And today we are joined by none other than Arrow McLaren IndyCar driver, Pato O'Ward. Pato, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for the invitation. I was excited when I saw it on my calendar.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Well, before we get into all the questions that we had, I do want to wish you a happy belated birthday. It was your birthday yesterday.
Oh, yes. 26. I feel one year
26.
more mature.
I was going to ask you, how does it feel to be closer to 30 than 20?
Um,
We're in our 30s, so we can ask that.
I feel like I um hmm,
Yeah?
yeah, I am
Excited
closer to
about
30 than 20.
it? Is that the first time you thought about
The,
that?
the phases of life, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
excited to just
One
live through it.
Yeah, every single year is a blessing, as they say.
Yes.
Even if you start to feel old. Okay, well, we're obviously here to talk about the Indy 500 coming up in just a couple of weeks and your IndyCar season as a whole. We're well into the IndyCar season, so I wanted to get your thoughts on your season so far, how you feel going into the Indy 500, just like where are the vibes right now for you?
The vibes are good. The vibes are low key right now. I I feel like my years always start like kind of this year, surprisingly, there's been situations where it could have been very rough, but I think we've turned things around when we've needed to in certain weekends. I think Barbers was a good one. Like we were on the back foot the whole weekend and qualified pretty decent. And then had a good solid race. But yeah, this time last year I was like P18 or P20 in the points where I had like three DNFs. So I'm chilling. I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to this weekend for Indy Road Course. Historically, we've had some good success there, so hopefully we can repeat that. And the 500, the 500 is the best. It's just such an amazing process, and the whole month is amazing. This month will feel different because my whole family is here. My grandparents are coming. The dogs are
Oh,
here, so
amazing.
like chaotic
The dogs.
and peaceful at the same time.
Yeah.
But
Got home with you a little bit.
yeah, but no, it's been
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I've loved it.
Awesome. Well, so our podcast centers a lot around F1, but we do have a lot of listeners who love IndyCar as well, and then are also interested in getting into IndyCar. Can you talk a little bit about what goes into prepping for the Indy 500 and maybe how it's different than other races?
So the best way I can explain it, it's the the lead up is real. Like there's so much time before the actual like race day. But there's very cool days before then as well. We have a bunch of practice days, so there's a bunch of time to turn things around if you're not really going well. But it's also a lot of time to get yourself in a rabbit hole and just so there's a fine line you have to be fighting with. Qualifying is, it's the only qualifying all year that it really goes through 2 days, and it works in segments. So you obviously you wanna qualify within the first 13, or I guess now it's 12. They keep changing it, but yes, it's 12. The first 12 cars on Saturday, so then you can do the shootout from 1 to 12 on Sunday. And it's an event that not just the drivers, the teams, the engineers, everybody that's involved with it really embraces, but a whole freaking city embraces it. Like you go around and there's people with flags on their doors, on their houses, on their yards, on their driveways. Everywhere you go, breakfast, lunch, dinner, everyone's talking about the Indy 500. Like people, the airport has like cars and it's the Indy 500. It's the best event in the
Yeah,
world. Like I just don't know what else to say.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
totally. I also think too, I'm curious, like when you think about the IndyCar season as a whole, because there's so much hype and attention and everyone pays attention to it, even people who don't follow racing like in their weekly day-to-day lives. Do you look at the Indy 500 as like a separate event, or is it easier for your mental headspace to just like see it as one of many?
Um, No, it's a different experience. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like a whole experience that is unlike anything else. So whether you want to think of it as just another race, it's really not. It's the only one that matters really. So it's it's just it's a beast of its own. The approach is different to any other race. And it really is what it deserves all the hype that it gets. Um, and I feel like sometimes it's a bit underhyped to be honest. But
Yeah.
it's I don't know. Maybe it's the age already, but it's
Yeah.
every year I get to appreciate it even more and more and more. It really is a special place, and um, the fans make it unbelievable. I mean, the energy that people bring to it, and just people are like pumped about it. They get lit in the pit, and then I mean, there's a freaking rave going on inside of the track while cars are going and running around. Like
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It sounds like you want to join the experience as a fan and partake in it as a
When I win
viewer.
the race, I'm gonna take the milk, take a shot of tequila, then straight to the pit.
Perfect. Sounds like a
Amazing.
great celebration.
I think I know the answer to this question, but I do you like lean into the pressure and excitement and the noise, or do you try to like block it out?
No, I love it. I think it's
You love
great.
it, yeah.
It's the whole point of the experience. If you block it out, then you don't get the same emotions. It's not.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah. No. Embrace it.
For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. So I know last year, or I can imagine last year was a little bit emotionally draining of an experience. But I'm just curious, like how you look back on last year's race, and what do you feel like you've learned for that experience, and how it's helped you kind of prep for Indy 500 this year.
Um. I mean, you're never gonna know if you get the timing right until you actually get it done.
Sure.
So the timing is key. But putting yourself in the position to have that opportunity, that's the most important part. And doesn't matter if you're running 15th for 70% of the race, which I was. And I have no idea how we ended in like how I put myself in a position to actually be one of the cars that was fighting for the win, but I somehow did. And it's a race that can change so much from start to finish, and you just gotta practice patience there. Like if you're gonna be patient in one race, that's the one you have to be patient in, and just really, um, there's a lot of emphasis of being very precise and just very calculated on when you do certain things, because the risks are a lot higher there, and when you take those risks, you definitely want to make sure that that you well know exactly what you're doing, because if you don't want to be second guessing at 240
Sure.
miles an hour.
Do
I
you
don't. Yeah, no.
do you think back a lot to how the race ended last year?
I feel like I've become an expert at moving forward from second places, because
Yeah, yeah.
um, I mean, it's happened multiple times. 2023, yeah, I finished DNF, but like I was also gonna either win or get second that race. So like
Yeah.
in my mind, I've been second the last 3 years, and it it's just it's such a tough one to know exactly when to do everything. And I wish I could tell you when to do it, but since I've never won it, I don't know what to say. But
We don't know either. Otherwise, we would
yeah.
tell you. But
So yeah, I was kind of expecting you to tell me what to do, but
well,
it's
maybe next year we'll figure it out.
no, but it's just if I did what I did in 2022, that would have been a win. But if I would have done what Joseph did last year in 2022, which was what I was gonna do, I didn't win because the yellow came out. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
These
so
things,
hard to
these things
judge.
happen.
It's so
Yeah.
so difficult. You depend on other people's decisions. That's the problem.
Right.
So you never know. All you have to do is put yourself in a position to have a shot, and you know, one day your name might be written among the stars. But I guess it hasn't been mine yet.
Well, let's focus on positives. So obviously
Yeah,
when you win the
vibes.
race, yeah, vibes.
Yeah. Vibes.
When you win the race, there's lots of interesting traditions, I think, from like an outside perspective, the kissing of the brick, the drinking of the milk, all that kind of stuff. If you had to add your own tradition, winning tradition to the Indy 500, what would you add?
Oh. Mm, dang.
Tequila shot.
Well, he did say he would take a shot at tequila earlier, but I don't know if it's quirky.
It's not quirky, but it would have to be done every single year, no matter the winner.
Oh.
Mm,
It's okay if you don't have one.
I don't know. Maybe like, does it exist to have like a massive, um, for the fans to stay in the stands when you go around in the car and like salute or whatever? Uh, it'd be cool to like, instead of like spraying champagne, spray them with milk.
Sure.
That would be awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great.
It would get very smelly.
Yeah,
around there
very
quickly, but-
sticky. Yeah,
Yeah. But they're already smelly and sticky, I bet.
that's a good
so
point.
it's
That's
yeah,
a good
that's
point.
That's very
it's
fair.
okay.
Yeah. So kind of still on the conversation of tradition. So the McLaren CEO Zak Brown has gotten 2 tattoos for wins in F1. So if you win this year, do you have a bet with him? Are you going to make him get another tattoo, or is he going to?
I've
get a
always had a
piercing?
bet with Zach going into the 500, but this year I think I'm just gonna let it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Changing
No
up
bets.
the
I mean,
superstition.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if it works out. Then
I think
I'm sure once I win it, then I can work something
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Totally. I think you should have to get like a face tattoo or something.
Yeah, just right here, just your
Yeah.
number on like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be funny. Okay, we have a lot of listener questions for you. People were very excited that you were going to be on the show.
Really?
Yes, very excited.
Very excited.
You're always bringing the vibes.
Yeah, people love you. Okay,
Good
first
vibes.
one is, how do you handle stress, or what do you do to like handle stress during an IndyCar season?
Well, I feel like I don't know if I should say this, but
Say it.
you just gotta do things that you enjoy.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there.
I want to keep it PG.
Okay. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, craziest rumor you've heard about yourself.
Craziest rumor.
Yeah. Has there been one?
Oh my God, that's a great question. Craziest rumor that I have. There's gotta be one for sure, but the most recent one. There hasn't been a recent one, but my God, let me get back to you on this.
Circle back.
Okay,
It's fine.
circle back. Great. Which current driver would you trust to dog sit for you?
For sure, like Scott Dixon, because he's got a bunch of kids and they're great
Okay.
kids, and Emma seems to be a great mother as well, and like they're gonna play with the dogs. So
Who would you trust the least?
probably like Felix Rosenquist. Yeah, for sure.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, what else? What is your go-to song to get in the racing mood?
I don't listen to music. I just like.
You don't?
Really?
No, I like peace and quiet.
You don't listen to music at all the entire day?
No, I like,
Wow.
yeah, like,
I'm always really impressed when people do that, because I listen to music all the time.
Yeah.
For everything.
yeah, no, I'm just chilling,
Yeah.
Just got my objectives and I know what I'm gonna do, and just,
Do you visualize, manifest?
yes, yeah, I visualize a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's good.
I just hate when people get in the way of my visualization.
Sure.
So like, there's nothing more that pisses me off than whenever I'm like right before jumping in the car and there's people that are like, "Hey, do this," or "Hey, can I have this?" And it's like, can't you see I'm jumping in the car in 3 minutes?
I have a job to
race?
do, actually.
Yes.
So
Yes.
That's funny. What's your favorite part of the IndyCar racing culture?
It's very homey. It's very homey. Obviously, there's still snakes involved, but like I would say, you do find genuine people in it, and I think that's very nice.
Great.
Yeah, love
Have
that.
you thought more about the craziest rumor you've heard about yourself?
Craziest rumor.
It's okay if you don't have one. Like it's probably good that you haven't had like,
But there's not one sticking out in your
yeah,
mind.
a rumor.
like you're going to space or I don't know.
I wish I had like, yeah, an entertaining answer to that, but I.
Honestly,
It's-
it's for the best.
you
that
don't have-
don't.
you
Do you
don't have
think
one-
though? Do you think it's for the best?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there used to be
Will-
interviews with like One
Will-
Direction where they were like, "Oh, I died," and it's like, "Well, no, you didn't."
What have you heard about me that you're like,
I was gonna say, like, I think the craziest F1 rumor was when Fernando Alonso was rumored to be dating Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was yeah. Yeah, I'm not famous enough in order to be famous.
But you know
So-
what? We could start it.
Yeah, we could.
If you want next episode, we could be like, we've heard a rumor that Pato's dating.
Yeah, I don't know how much traction it'll get, but we can certainly try.
You let us know if you want anything started, and we will get that going for you.
Oh, if you can help me reach Ana de Armas, that would be
Okay.
fantastic.
Okay, great.
Okay, we'll start it.
I
Get
love
it.
that.
Yes.
Grassroots.
She is my crush.
Okay, good to know.
We'll work on that for you. Okay, so we have it's called the Fan Fives, which is quick 5, like your favorites. Hopefully this will be easy for you, but we'll start with your favorite movie.
Iron Man.
Oh,
Nice. We were talking about Iron Man this
We were
weekend.
talking about Iron Man. Wait, which the first, or do you have a preference?
All of them, but the first one is so good.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah,
good.
It's so good. I haven't seen it in forever, but favorite musical artist. Not that obviously you don't listen at the track or maybe ever, but do you have one?
I would love to see. I feel like there's a lot of favorites, but I would love to see, like, I hear Coldplay in person is amazing.
It is.
I
We
don't know.
have been.
I've been
3 or
like
4
4
yeah.
times to
It's-
Coldplay.
you
I
have to
love
Is it
go.
insane?
Coldplay. It's
It's
so
so
good. I've
Does it
spent
give you
so much money.
goosebumps?
Yeah.
Yes.
I cried.
Yes.
It's
Cried.
fantastic.
Yeah, I
Tears,
would like.
yeah.
I would like to say. I've never been to a concert in my life, so
What?
yeah. Fun
We've
fact.
been to way too many.
So
Wow, that's
yeah, I'm not-
crazy.
yeah, I don't like crowded spaces. I'm an introvert.
That's
so-
fair. But if you ever get the chance to go to a Coldplay concert,
You have to go.
You
Yeah.
have to.
I know. I want to go. I want to go.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Coldplay song?
Not too many good ones.
It's okay. Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to pick.
But I really wanted to hear him for the weekend.
That's a good one.
That one
Yeah.
in person,
Great.
or
Yeah,
Sky
very,
Full of
very
Stars,
Also
Classic.
great.
because
Um,
Avicii was part of that.
Oh yes. Favorite athlete.
I think it's amazing what Tiger Woods did to the golf community, or like what he represents in the golf community. I think that's Tiger Woods in
Oh,
his
that-
professional career.
Yeah.
It's
There
hard
seems
to
to
find
be
someone else
such a
that's the same.
crossover between racing drivers and golf, and I just find it very interesting.
But I hate golf.
Okay, you hate playing
I
it,
don't
but you
like. No, no,
yeah,
no.
okay, you just
I hate
appreciate
golf.
it.
I hate playing golf. I hate
Okay.
everything that has to do with like me having to do one. But Tiger Woods is
Is the man.
a freaking machine. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I love
funny.
that. Favorite TV show.
The last TV show I saw was Succession.
Oh my God,
Fantastic.
you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
I
Greg
love
the Egg.
Succession. Greg the Egg, yeah, the best show.
Cousin Greg is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, and favorite book.
Do you read?
I've never read a book.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. The last driver we
feel
interviewed also didn't read, so that's fine. Maybe we need to switch up that question.
Yeah, we need to find a different question to ask.
That's all right.
Do you listen to podcasts?
I listen to your podcast.
Wow, such a charmer.
I'm trying to think of a different question we could add. That's
I
not a
know.
book. Well, if you ever read a book,
Let us know.
let us know.
What do you want me to read?
I'm
I'm
should
a
we talk-
picture learner.
Well, there's picture books. You can read a children's book. I don't know. I don't have one. I can't think
Yeah, I
of
can't
one.
think of one.
Well, Pato, thank you for being on our show. You are truly a delight. We will be rooting for you in just a couple of weeks. Well, we're always rooting for you,
True.
but we'll be, second place only happens to you a handful of times. First place is coming
Yeah,
for you at the Indy 500. We believe it.
we're manifesting.
We're manifesting, sending you good vibes.
Manifest.
Manifest. You don't know this probably, but we end our show by saying enchanté. I'll let Hannah show you.
Ricardo.
Exactly.
Yes!
Exactly.
Wow.
So if you would do us the honors of ending our show saying enchanté, however you want to say it, you can say it seriously, funny, you can sing it if you'd like,
Yeah.
but whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, I hope I've been entertaining. Ashanti.
Very good.